Hey y'all, good morning, ABE, good morning to the world. It's Chef Rowe from 3L Catering, Caribbean Cuisine. That food lip smacking me, you know what I mean. Good morning. Hey yo, we starting this new segment, 5 minutes with Chef. And I know everybody wanna know what I'm gonna talk about. So we gonna keep it simple, keep it sweet. But we outside, as y'all can see, it's nice out. Shout out to the city. So I got a little story about insurance. So a lot of small businesses out there looking to get insurance. Make sure y'all get y'all insurance. I'm gonna recommend Byberg Insurance, owned by Warren Buffett. Yeah, they do good. So I had to do an event up in the Poconos Raceway track, and I had to get additional insured for my event. Now, everybody know when you got your catering company, you're doing events, you need general liability and workman's comps for your employees. If you do not have any employees, you can also have people sign up as volunteers as long as you get a notarized letter, so that way you may continue your event. Just a little insight, so you don't gotta pay for workman comps and all that extra stuff, or get your employees to do a 1099 form so they take care of their taxes and everything themselves. Now, when I signed up for this event, not gonna lie, then realized adding like an additional insured would increase my monthly rate or my yearly premium, whatever they call it. So I go to the event thinking once the event's over, I can possibly just take these people off my insurance. So I called my insurance agency after the event, and I'm like, I'd like to remove such and such as an additional insured and all this other stuff. They're like, yo, we can't do that. You have to pay for them to be on it for the entire year. That's how your plan works. I was like, it was a 2-day event. Why would I pay for insurance for another company for months and months and months while I'm not even using the facilities no more, and there's no necessity for me to have them on my insurance anymore. They're like, well, once you add them on, you can't take them off. I'm like, I'm going to cancel. Do y'all realize I will cancel because I'm not paying for no extra insurance for an event that happened once for the entire year. So now for 11 months, I have to pay extra insurance. Not doing that. We gotta find a better way. We just have to find a better way. So, long story short, it took me like a week or whatever, and going back and forth with them, and I ended up canceling because I just wasn't gonna do it. And I knew I didn't have any big events coming up right away where I needed the extra insurance, or I had to add an additional insurer on anything. Most of my events, they want a general liability on you and your business. So you have to get a COI, certificate of insurance, basically that adds whoever is running or the event, or whatever city's running the event, whatever company's running the event, it adds them to your insurance so they're covered under your general liability. Now, for those who didn't know, now you know. We actually out here about to go to the dollar store real quick. We have some prep stuff. But before I do that, I thought I'd shower, talk to y'all, give y'all some knowledge, excuse me, about my experience. So, anyways, I ended up a couple of weeks later having to sign up for these summer events that's coming up. Now, one of the main things they ask you for these events is, again, the COI. They want to make sure that you're compliant and that you got your general liability information and that you add them onto it right away. So I was like, let me start searching. Now, of course, I hit up State Farm, Jake from State Farm. No, their rates was even higher than the additional insured of my original plan. So I'm like, I'll get back to you. For some reason, something kept telling me, shop around for rates, don't accept rates. Make sure y'all shop around. They're gonna have your information. Yeah, they're gonna email you. So make sure y'all shop around. Make sure y'all keep looking. Try 3, 4, 5 different companies, because you got companies out there that will work with you. You got third-party agencies that will find someone to benefit you. So in the end, I ended up going through like 2 more third-party companies looking for a better rate. Could not find one. So I ended up going on buyberk.com, and I ended up just filling out everything, the paperwork, my general liability insurance, and what I actually needed for my business. And I'm not gonna lie, the process was so simple, so simple. Don't get me wrong, I'm not necessarily advocating for buyberk, but the process was so simple, and I'm just being honest. If y'all want to go through them, that's your choice, you know. But for me, I just want to say, I went on the website, I looked up general liability, I typed in what I needed, I gave them all my business information. Make sure you got all your business information, your EIN number, make sure you have your business license, make sure you have all your documentations, because you're going to be required to show that stuff at every event anyway, so it don't make sense to beat around the bush. Just make sure you got your stuff done, got your I's dotted and your T's crossed, you know what I mean? So long story short, I signed up. It took me maybe about 15 minutes. And every other quote I got for general liability insurance was over $100. They had me quoted and insured within 15 to 20 minutes for under $50. That's what I'm gonna say. I can't quote what anybody else is gonna go through. There's a bunch of different things you gotta fill out, information you put in, equipment, how much money you're making, certain things that they calculate in order to get you the proper insurance, and what you actually need and how much you actually need. Now I got like $1 million worth of insurance and a bunch of other stuff that helped me cover, but mostly general liability claims. And I did not end up getting no workman's comp, because right now we basically get people to volunteer to help us out. Like, we're going to be doing Juneteenth event this year, so we're going to have a bunch of volunteers. And I don't have a payroll, so I didn't have to worry about setting up my payroll, employees, W-9s, or none of that. Workman's compensation, didn't have to worry about none of that. So I kept a pretty simple, real simple. Just kept it simple and got it done. Like literally like 20 minutes later, my insurance paperwork came through my Gmail. Now I'm ready to go. We're about to be at Juneteenth. We're about to be at Reggae Fest. We're about to be at West Ground Fairgrounds up in the Poconos. We're gonna be everywhere. everywhere. Fusion Fest. Make sure y'all check us out all over Pennsylvania. 3L Catering, Chef Rowe's Caribbean Cuisine, lip smacking food, always good. But this has been, I guess, a little more than 5 minutes with Chef. You know, I like to talk, I like to tell my story, and make sure I'm giving y'all some value information. So if I gave y'all some value today, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share, and make sure y'all stick with me. It's gonna be my year. Love y'all. Thank you to all my supporters, all my followers, all my subscribers. 3L Catering, we got our insurance, and that's the story.